Hello everyone, and I'm back on my channel. Uh, Recording of this video or live stream will go up on my beer channel, Hades Beer Corner. I decided to uh, do the live on my main channel. How the hell is yeah? I'm all right. Maybe a bit hungover, but drinking 2 days. But I didn't drink that much. I think because the amount that they gave us is actually quite small, and actually the quality, the image quality is quite decent. Actually, I think from what I can see, because the I got rid of my old screen. Where the hell is it? It's I had this uh 28-inch screen, but I got myself um an ultra wide, like 34-inch ultra wide curved uh ultra wide curved uh, 34-inch screen, and now actually things look a whole lot better because apparently the one I had, it is quite crappy. What had is there now, and I have the extra wide screen. It's really nice. I think after I'm done with this stream, I'll try a game and see how it goes. Just for a few minutes. Um, just a moment. I think I'll bring you an example of those glasses. There's one of these. It says Tallinn Craft Beer Weekend. It doesn't have the year marked on it, unfortunately. And there's a brand, Pohjola, because Pohjola is the how does it go? The brand that, or the brewery that organizes this craft beer weekend. And over 2 days, Friday and Saturday, I tasted. Let uh, let me see. I tasted 64 beers, and there's a line here, so that's 50 milliliters. 50 milliliters there. So they gave us about this much of each beer. Actually, I managed to get a bruise on my arm. If I can, well, I got a bruise on my wrist somehow, and I've got the armband for 2 days. But so the weirdest, um, the most interesting, uh, and yet weird. The the weirdest was probably, I think, hmm, that was a cucumber sour. That was really it, cucumber batch by Anders Anderson's Brewery, 4.3% ABV. It's cucumber and lemon gauze. which is quite an interesting thing. Basically, and the most horrendous abomination of a beer that I tried is or was let me see if I can get this uh, in English so that I can explain it. Was Solianka what was Selianka soup gauze. For those who do not know what Selianka or Solianka is, it's a thick. It is a Russian thick and sour soup. It's a common dish in Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, the Baltic states, and other post-Soviet states and parts of former Eastern Bloc. Main ingredients may or may not. So there are variations. There are meat solyanka, fish solyanka, and mushroom solyanka. Basically, for meat solyanka, it may have beef, veal, ham, sausages, liver, chicken breast, together with pickled mushrooms or cucumbers, onions, potatoes, tomato paste. You get the idea. Fish solyanka is similar, but instead of meat, it has salt cured and smoked fish like salmon or trout instead of meat. Mushroom solyanka is cut cabbage heated with butter and vinegar, tomatoes, cucumber, pickle, and a little brine. You get the idea. And this stuff is made into a beer that's bound to be a fucking disaster, and that it was. Um, there were also some ciders, uh, namely from Jaanihanso, which is an Estonian brewery, and what was it? It was it's a Norwegian brewery. Jaanihanso is Estonian. Yes, Lindheim Öl Company. It, for example, one nice one was Opal Frucht by Lindheim. It was 6% ABV, wild plum cider. I was hoping that I would have been able to take proper pictures and some video there, but it was because the place was packed, so much noise, so much people, couldn't even hear myself. Uh, couldn't even hear my own thoughts. It was so loud, so it would have been impossible. Yeah, it's basically salt and vinegar meat slash mushroom slash fish soup beer, and it was quite thick, I must say. And there was I also oh yes they on both days both Friday and Saturday they opened at um 4 o'clock p.m. and they until 10 p.m. and the first batch they opened up at 4. They had first set of beers, and then around 6:30 to 7 p.m. they put up new beers. Old ones out and new ones in. So that we had we were given these lists. Let me see if I find one. Yeah, so what I had is something like this. This is for Friday. Basically, it looks like a menu of a restaurant. The other side is, the orange side is 4 p.m. and that's so this many beers were just on. This is the first half, first half of Friday, second half of Friday, and the same thing on Saturday. So, and not when they had these, they had on the for example, on Friday, the 4 o'clock serving, they had 2 or 3 per brewery on tap, and then they opened up these Magnum bottles, like this champagne corky cork uh, bottles, that look like champagne bottles of extra special stuff like barrel aged, really super rare that you can't get anywhere else, pretty much. Many of these beers were you can't get some of this stuff anywhere uh, because some of these may have been discontinued, or many of these are brand new. Many of these are brand new that they haven't come out yet. Because as I understand it, many many breweries launch new beers. Um, so 64 beers in total, 31 on day one and 33 on day two, which was like yesterday. So the strongest, let's see. Many of these are. Oh, and then there's a Lindheim Ale Company. There's a Norwegian. There's Vinterfrukt Farmers Reserve. It's 10% ABV red fruit lambic / double bock blend. So it's I've talked about double bock and double bock beers on my channel, and lambic beer. So this is a mix or a blend of red fruit lambic, namely probably sour cherries, which are used to make kriek, and then double bock beer. That's 11% ABV, and the strongest beer that I drank was somewhere around 16%, 16.8%, and that is from an American brewery called Finback or Finback. It's BQE Double Barrel 2024. It's 16%. This was served on Friday. This is 16.8% ABV Imperial Stout with coffee and chocolate aged 16.88% ABV Imperial Stout with coffee and chocolate aged 2 times in bourbon barrels. That was the strongest and one of my absolute favorites. And my other that was on top 3, and then probably was from the second was from a Hungarian brewery, Bebop Fermentary, called Fumus, that was served on Friday. It's 12.7% Lapraig and gin barrel aged meat blend, a blend of traditional meats aged in Laphroaig whiskey barrels and gin barrels. Those were from my picks. My picks from Friday. And okay, let's have a and then number three from Anderson's "Do You Want Me," called spelled like Tuju Want Me, in collaboration with Tuju Brewery. It's Imperial Stout, 11.5% ABV, chili and licorice barrel aged Imperial Stout. That's from that's I think the top three from picks from uh, Friday. Then let's go for Saturday top three. First, I think from Finnish from a Finnish brewery, Factory Brewing. I've got Lady Cupcake number 6, cocoa nibs, salted caramel cookies, and marshmallow. 10.5% ABV Imperial Pastry Stout. That's on top three. Um, and then let's see. And then Jani Hanso Cassis Method. Jani Hanso, which is an Estonian brewery. Jani Hanso Cassis Method Traditionell on Saturday, 11% ABV fruit sparkling wine champagne method. That's a special mention. Then we've got one. Okay, this is another one for a second for the top three is Shark O, which is by a Hungarian brewery called Mad Scientist. Sorry, there was a special mention for Friday. Okay, I've got it all. That's all. Okay, and then I would say number one from um, number one from Saturday is by an Estonian brewery, Pyhaste. It's called Frost Theory, coconut and vanilla. It's 13% ABV Imperial Stout bourbon barrel aged with vegan ice cream, coconut, and vanilla. That's number one. And then let's go with two special mentions from Saturday. There's apricot tart, which is a 5.2% ABV sour from Mikkeller. It's a Danish brewery. And yeah, and then there's the let's go for another special mention. This very special mention by Jani Hanso Brewery from Estonia. It's Jani Hanso Ice Cider from Friday. 12% ice cider, 4 years, cognac barrel aged, vintage 2019. And I got Where did I? Oh. Yes, so I found it. So by a Hungarian brewery, mad scientist Shark O is the beer, and it's 7.8 percent ABV. Sour blueberry, sour candy braggot by mad scientist. It was actually a really good blueberry sour, and it was actually the color was dark blue. It's like coolant liquid. It looked like coolant liquid. You know, they put in your car a blue or the windscreen wiper liquid. I use blue one. Mine, okay. And the most horrible, vile thing was the Seljanka sour, soup sour. And lastly, I want to mention an Estonian brewery, Nösker, which produced a brew called Algus. It's 15.5% traditional mead with wildflower and heather honey. So these are my picks from the 64 beers that I have a list here that which ones I tried. So let's go with. So here we have it. The venue. Oops. It's Kulturikatel. It is there. The ferries from Finland and Finland and Sweden come here to this harbor, this ferry terminal, and this is the Tallinn Old Town. It's very beautiful, very beautiful place. You can see the red roof where the red tile roofs are. That's the old town, and my hotels. Where is it? Veneten, Nikolai Kirik, somewhere around here. Vene 8. Yeah, it was somewhere around here. To get the how do I? Okay, so it's there. So my hotel was around there. Around there. So it's in the middle of. Okay. So it's there in near Katarina Cake. Is here. Here was my hotel. Yeah, there. So it's in the pretty much bang on in the old center of Old Town. This is the town hall square. But yes, I now that you ask, I did enjoy my pizza. I did enjoy myself. It was so organized. There's a beer list for this year. Yeah, I can. I could do this with you just to entertain myself. Just to entertain myself and to give you an idea what I. Okay, this one, there, that one, that one. Okay. On Friday, I didn't have anything from them. Okay, let's go with Finbach. Where do we have it? There. And then from Frontal, let's go that one, that one. Then yeah, Schneider, from Schneider, that one. And this one was actually good. Yeah, Bebop. Yeah, it really is a brewery from like what? From Hungary. Yeah. Oh, people there. Go Yanni Hanso. Where was it? Oh, there. Yanni Hanso. I had that one, that one, um, that one, um, Leviathan. I had that one. I have no idea how to pronounce that one. From Ledvig on Friday, I had that one. Um, from Mad Scientist, I had Sharko, Thorn Crown, and Liquid Cocaine. Please, YouTube, don't ban me. It's just literally the name of the beer. Uh, Nothing from Mikkeller on Friday. And actually, number 18 Brewing and Co. It's actually it's a Chinese brewery, which kind of surprised me. And Wuhan Wild Child Chinese fruit wild ale peach. I had that one. It was actually it was decent. It was decent. I had Rubin, Summit Glen Ample. There, from outer range, I had Slaghead. Then Pint a Barrel, I had Liberty 2025. Popin from France, I had Florida Vice. It was it was okay. It was okay. And then let's go then Pohjola, which is the organizer. Pohjola Brewery. I actually went to the brewery. I bought some merch. I bought a shirt and I bought this hat. And these glasses, tasting glasses, were included in the ticket. And all, mind you, all drinks were included in the ticket price. So I could no extra cost. I could just go to every single tab. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. No extra cost. Now then, we have Pohjola. I had truffle stout, and I actually bought a bottle of truffle stout. I went to the brewery, which is maybe 2 kilometers away. I went to the brewery shop and bought some, and I bought some I think I bought some evening colors as well. The Imperial Baltic. Okay, from I had Goose is a porter, quite thin but okay. Then Pyhaste Oathbinder. Okay, this goes from short shots. I had Friday Fahrenheit. Friday Fahrenheit. It was decent. It was light and not that strong. 4.8 ABV. Let's go for what from Estonia. I had Witty Nelson and Fellowship of the Tamarind with Seven Fjell, in collaboration with Seven Fjell from Norway. And then Xul Brewery from the US, Beyond the Lines of Reason 2025. This, I think, was one of the highest rated beers. There was a score, huge screen. So let's go for Saturday. I had Cucumber Batch from Anderson's. Then I had Great Bear. And I had Peach Zelda. Playing Zelda. Yay. There we go. And Schoolhead slash Glass Pyramid. They had this really weird stuff going on there. 11. Okay. Factory. Oh, I lost them. Eliminated. Okay. Evergreen. Factory Brewing. Lady Cupcake number 6. From Finback. Double BA. Grazing on the Ordinary. Block. I had. Hang on. I had Passing Time collab with Pohjola, the organizer. I have, and then I had, hang on, Flock, yeah, Passing Time, then Daybreak from Frontal, then Schneider Weisse from Schneider is Schneider, its own, it's German. Hiiumaa Brewlikoda, that's an Estonian from Hiiumaa area. At Auvalge, not bad, really light. Berliner Weisse. It's just it's even though it's Weisse, which it would imply wheat, it's actually a sour. It does have wheat, but it's not the same as wheat beer, which is a bit different. Okay. And then Hoppy People, Switzerland, I had Defcon 1. That was quite a heavy one. And from Yarnham, so I had these two ciders. Katya is telling me it's time to go. Okay, and then from Labetis, this Gin BA Red Ale with Juniper. It was nice. Perler Steam, Rackhouse Paragon from Norway, Lervik, Norway. And I had all these four from Lindheim, Earl Company, Mad Scientist, Doom and Funk, Apricot Tart from Mikkeler, Dark Dog from the Chinese brewery, number 18 Brewing. Nursecat, I had Argus. This is some, now that I make the list, it seems I've been drinking a lot, but it depends on how you look at it, really. Then best bitter. Pohjola, this was really fun. faraway friends, and this collaboration with Ledvig, the Norwegian, what is Norwegian? Well, anyway, it was really nice. And then Pohjala Kurd as well. From then Pyhaste, I had the Frost Theory. Yeah, the names of the beers are really nice. I do like it. Patience, uh, Wrathlord, I had the Frozen Star there. And that's it. That's what I had. There you go. Thanks for watching. I think, yeah, thanks for making it this far. So tomorrow morning, I'll be heading to the airport. So I went to Tallinn by ferry. I went there on Friday, checked into my hotel, um, and then this morning, and was at the beer festival on Friday, Saturday. Came home this came home this afternoon, and tomorrow morning I'm heading to Luxembourg. So just to get just for a quick change of stuff to my bag, and then off I am to see the warning. Now um, this live stream will I'm recording this, and it's going to my beer channel at some point. Probably will be out maybe next week. I don't know when when I'm back. If not next week Thursday, then the week off, then the week after. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.